Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to do a quick tutorial type deal, informational thing, I guess, whatever you want to call it, on eyelashes. So a lot of people have asked me in the past if I wear eyelash extensions or if I get eyelash extensions done. I don't. And the reason why I don't get eyelash extensions done is because I tend to wear a lot of makeup. I do a full face of makeup just about every day, and I also like to do a lot of fun eye makeup. So it wouldn't be like a good idea for me to do the extensions because since I do like to do a lot of fun eye makeup, it does require me to, when I'm cleaning off or when I'm taking my makeup off, I use makeup wipes at first, and I do kind of have to scrub my eye a little bit to get the makeup off, which would mean that the eyelash extensions would fall out quicker. So I don't do eyelash extensions. I do, however, do the strip lashes. I've been doing strip lashes for probably about 5-6 years now. I always wanted to do them when I was younger. I saw girls do it all the time and I struggled with it. I could not put them on myself for such a long time. Put them on other people, just not myself. Anyway, so with eyelashes and doing and applying them and getting them prepped and stuff to apply them, it's actually a lot easier than you think. So sometimes what we tend to do is we tend to tell ourselves that something is harder than it actually is. And so we kind of psych ourselves out from doing it. Like we want to do it, but then we psych ourselves out. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people kind of get like that when it comes to putting on lash strips. So I'm gonna give you some tips and show you how I do it, which I feel like is a pretty easy method. And honestly, once you get the hang of it, you do it like it's almost like second nature to you. At least that's how it ended up working out for me. So with that being said, there's a ton of different lashes out there. A ton of different companies make them. I personally go for lashes that are vegan and they're cruelty-free. My go-to lashes are actually by Tarte and the Sephora brand. Sephora has some really good lashes. I kind of go on the pricier end of lashes. But that's because I feel like I get a lot more wear out of them. They last me longer. I like how lightweight they are. They don't feel super heavy on my eyes. Sometimes that's a thing. Sometimes when you're picking out lashes, they can feel really heavy. And the ones that I get don't do that. So yeah. Also Ardell is a very popular one. They make a lot of really great lashes, and occasionally I'll buy those as well. I honestly will buy those when I'm doing special event makeup, or something for a wedding, or prom or whatever, one of those special events. I like to go with, when I pick out my lashes, I like to go for something that's kind of in between natural and dramatic. I don't want it to look super natural to where it doesn't really make my eyes pop, but I also don't want it super dramatic where it looks like I have daddy long legs, spider legs coming out of my eyes. There are some out there like that. If that's your jam, go for it. No judgment whatsoever. So I like to go with something that's in the middle of those two. And then when it comes to applying the lashes, the first thing that you want to do is actually make sure that they're gonna fit your eyelid. So there is a left and a right eyelash. So you make sure that you pay attention to that when you're getting ready to apply them. So when you're getting ready to apply your lashes, you want to, I like to use tweezers to help me out. I don't like to use my fingers because I feel like they're just too fat and I'm just gonna poke my eye. I don't know. Anyway, so my eyelashes are already cut, but I'm just gonna show you guys how I usually do it. Anyway, so you're gonna take your eyelash, right? And you want to measure it on your eyelid. So everyone has different sized eyes. So they try and make them pretty big so that it fits every eye shape. And then I have kind of smallish, medium sized eyes, I guess. So I'll measure it, I'll take it and I'll put it, starting from the middle, and I'll make sure that it's gonna fit my eyelid. And usually I do have to cut a little excess off. So I'll do that really fast. I just take my scissors after I've measured it out, and then I just trim from the end where the longer lashes are gonna be. And then I do trim a little bit on the inner corner area, just because usually there's like a little piece of the strip that kind of dangles there, and I just, sometimes it pokes you in the eye and I don't like that. So yeah, and then after you measure out your lashes, especially if they're fresh and new, you want to kind of take them and wiggle them back and forth like this, just to give them some flexibility so that they move with your eye throughout the day. And you really don't, I don't do that every time. Like, once I've got them measured out, and I've already done that once, I don't do it after I've worn them one time. So anyway, so then you're gonna want to get your eyelash glue, and I like Duo lash glue. It's kind of the best one out there in my opinion. I personally like to get the Gray to Black, and the reason why I like to get the Gray to Black is because it goes on like a lighter gray, and I can see when the glue gets tacky. And I'll tell you why in just a minute, why it's important that you can see when the glue gets tacky. So when I am applying my glue, I don't do like a heavy layer of glue at all. So I just take my glue and my eyelash, make sure there's no fuzzies on there, and I like to put on just a thin layer of glue. Like, you can't even really see the glue coming out of the tube because I don't need a whole lot of product on there. Sorry, that was my cats. So yeah, and I just put it on the strip, and then I set that lash down, and then I'm gonna also put it on my other lash. Usually when I'm applying my lashes in the morning, I'm also like doing other things. So part of applying the lashes is that you want to let the glue get tacky first before you apply them. So you don't want to apply, after putting the glue on the lash strip, you don't want to like go in and immediately put them on your eye, because then you're just going to end up with a hot mess. So like, when I say a hot mess, I mean like it's not going to stick. You're going to be sitting there messing with it for minutes and seconds and all that, and you're just basically going to end up getting glue like all over your eyelid, and it's just a mess. So when you're applying the lashes and after you put the glue on, you want to wait a little bit. You can blow on it if you want, like if you're kind of in a rush and whatnot, but you want to let the glue get tacky before you apply it. And the reason for that being is, one, it's not going to create a mess, and two, it's just an easier application. It creates for an easier and flawless application of the eyelashes. And like I said, I like to get the Gray to Black glue because I can really start to see when the glue gets tacky. It starts turning a darker gray, starts turning towards like that black color. So that's what I usually like to do with my lashes. And then when I apply them, I'm basically going to like take them, make sure the tweezers are in the middle of the lashes, and then I'm going to start in the middle of my eye and work my way out, and then work my way in. I've been doing this technique for years now, and it works for me every single time. So like I said, like I said, it's a lot easier than it looks. I know it can be intimidating. Trust me, I've been there, but it is a lot easier than you think. So once the glue gets tacky, then we're gonna apply it. And I like to, one thing too, guys, so I know some people will put mascara on after they've applied the lashes, and that's okay. I personally put my mascara on before I apply the lashes, because I don't really want to get mascara on the eyelashes itself and make them look clumpy. I'm not a big fan of like the clumpy look. We're not in the 2000s anymore. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And you're really gonna start to notice, I don't know if you can see it, a little bit maybe. You're really gonna start to notice when it gets tacky because it's like I said, you can start to see it turning darker and especially around the edges. So once you get it tacky, like I said, we're gonna start in the middle and then work our way out and then in. Just like that. See, super easy application. I don't have to sit here and do this to help it dry because it's already tacky, so it already is gonna stay there. And then one thing too, guys, with lash strips, it's not a one-time use thing. You can actually use them over and over again. They are actually super easy to clean. So when it comes to cleaning your lashes, all you need to do is get some warm to hot water and Dawn dish soap, or if you have a liquid makeup remover, you can use that as well. And that's basically gonna clean the strips, the strip lashes, and remove any like makeup from the strips. And then it'll make the glue itself easier to remove. So glue buildup does happen, and when you soak it in the Dawn dish soap and hot water, I like to soak mine for about 5 minutes and then I'll clean them off. But you soak it and then you can just pretty much like pick the glue off and it comes off pretty easily. And then you want to let them dry. I will put mine back on the tray it comes with so that it holds the shape. I always keep my trays. I recommend that you guys keep yours as well so that you can, when you do clean your lashes, you can maintain the shape of the lash, so like that half moon shape. But yeah. And there we have the other lash. Also, another tip too, guys, if for whatever reason your eyes get watery or anything like that when you're doing your makeup, and they're getting watery when you're trying to apply your lashes, just like the glue isn't, if your eyes are watery and you're trying to apply lashes, it's probably not going to take because the water is going to get on the glue and it's just going to not work out. So it's okay to just kind of like take the lash off, clean up the area a little bit, breathe, relax, and then once your eye's done watering, then you can apply the lashes and it'll work just fine. But yeah, I hope that this was helpful for some of you guys. I know this has been requested by a couple of people. So yeah, so I hope that this helps you. I hope that you now feel more confident in wearing lashes. And if you guys have any questions or anything like that, just feel free to reach out to me.